Hey Point family, it's me, Pastor Adam, and I'm here as promised to share with you our updated plan of what we're going to do in response to the coronavirus. Today I want to share with you three things. First, the comfort that we have in Jesus. Second, our plan and what's going to change for you and I in the coming weeks as a church. And then finally, I want to share with you today why I think this is a really great opportunity, and I'm actually really excited for what's coming. So here we are. Take a big deep breath. If you're anything like me, this last week has been filled with reading all kinds of things. It's been filled with seeing all the facts and the data and trying to comprehend and understand, what does this mean? This week has been filled with stress as stores are closing and people are afraid and more cities are being told to move less and less. What do we do? I was talking to my wife this morning and I said, I just feel like there's this fog, this ominous cloud over everybody, this cloud of the unknown. And then I went to the kitchen to get some coffee and I was looking out the kitchen window and I saw in my backyard a whole bunch of birds just fluttering around and sitting contently on the shed, birds hanging out in the backyard. And I was reminded of something that Jesus said. Jesus in his Gospels, he tells the people, his disciples, do not worry about tomorrow. And in the context of encouraging them not to worry and not to be afraid, he says, look at the birds, how they don't worry about what to eat, but God feeds them, or the flowers of the field and how God clothes them. Look at this world around you. Are you not more important than a sparrow or these birds or these flowers? See, in the midst of all of this, the first thing you need to hear from me is, it'll be okay. God is God, and we are not. And He's got this. This is nothing new the world's never seen before. There have certainly been times of plague and trial and difficulty, and our God has always brought His people through this. It'll be okay. So whatever comes next, whatever your life looks like next, whatever ways that you and I go through hardships because of this time, it'll be okay. I want to remind you that Jesus has got this. Let's trust in Him and lean in Him as a church, that we can see Him move in some pretty great ways. So first I wanted to share with you His comfort, but second, I want to tell you what are we going to do differently as a church because of this? How do we respond to both keep our neighbor healthy and safe and also continue to gather and connect with one another and with Jesus? Well, thankfully, we as a church have been pretty accustomed to gathering differently. We love to gather in places most people aren't, like movie theaters or coffee shops or bars. And this week, per the recommendation of the CDC, we're going to gather as well, just differently. We're going to gather this upcoming Sunday in your house, or maybe in your neighbor's house. See, Emily and I and a small team, we're going to be right here on this couch in this room, coming to you live on Sunday morning, and we want to encourage you to connect with other people at the Point and take some time in very small groups of maybe 10 to 15 people. Small groups, we want you to live stream together and join us. We're going to be organizing over the next couple of days houses that are hosting this. People all over the city, so you can not only connect with other people from the Point, you can connect with people from the Point who live nearby. People who are basically your neighbors, who want to gather together Sunday morning and enjoy some time of company, but in smaller groups with some hand soap and hand sanitizer. And also in smaller groups where you can join live what we're doing. You can worship and hear God's Word. You can share it with your friends and invite your neighbors to come and be a part of those smaller settings. Something more intimate and safe. As you may have heard, the Regal Cinema is closing all locations for the duration of this outbreak. And so we're not gathering in the movie theater. And we could see these closes and these things as really a time to panic what's going on. But I believe, and Emily believes wholeheartedly, this is a God-given opportunity. A moment we couldn't have planned for and we definitely didn't desire, but God is answering prayers for opportunity to connect the disconnected. So third, how is God giving us this opportunity? Well, a few weeks ago, a team of 13 of us from The Point, we took a weekend away to dive into this idea of our vision. God, where are you leading us as a church? What have you done, and how can we be a part of what you're continuing to do? This was before coronavirus was really a common thing that people were beginning to be worried about. It was something we knew about, but wasn't really starting to spread like it has been. Stores weren't closing. It wasn't yet a thing we thought would be imminent. Well, as a team, what we decided was we believe God is leading us to connect with one another more. We believe this next season of The Point, as we connect the disconnected, we have to be connected to each other. And so we asked the question, how do we build community and get people to know not only who lives next door, but who sits in the row down from them or the chair a couple of in front of them? How do we get people at The Point to know each other better? And the answer is we don't know, but we're going to pray and we're going to seek and we're going to find ways to connect. Because this is what we think God is doing, building our community, that we can go out into the greater Knoxville community and love and serve and connect those who are disconnected. We believe this coronavirus is exactly that opportunity. Your neighbors are hurting. Your friends are afraid. And we get to be the people who draw near in safe, comforting spaces to love, to encourage, to strengthen. And so, knowing that this tumultuous time could change any moment depending on what the CDC recommends next or how this virus progresses, we don't know what the future holds. But we do know that we get to use this opportunity to love our neighbors, to serve them and bring them soup when they're sick or toilet paper when they run out. I saw a meme today that I think is great. If you bought 30 rolls of toilet paper, remember 3 of them go to the church. Tithing is still a thing, right? We will gladly take some toilet paper if you have extra and share it with people in need. Share it with those who are running out of hand sanitizer and soap. We're looking at this as an opportunity given by God to love our neighbors differently. And we're really excited for what's going to come of it. So, Point, where are we today? What is this update for you? 3 things. 1, Jesus has got this. It'll be okay. 2, we are no longer gathering in the movie theater, but now for the next several weeks, we're going to begin gathering in houses. Over the next couple of days, you're going to be personally invited by somebody who lives near you to join them in their house in a smaller, safer setting to live stream with us. Not only are we gathering differently, we see this as a God-given opportunity to make friends, to meet Jesus, to connect with one another, and to love our neighbor. So, Point, in the midst of your day, in the midst of your week, whatever this coronavirus means for you and your setting and your circumstance, will you join me in prayerful hope that God will use this as an opportunity to strengthen us, to build us up, that we can come out of this loving our neighbor more than ever before? If you have questions at any time, if you need help with anything at any time, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can contact me at pastoradam@thepointknox.com, and I will absolutely be there to help connect you with somebody who can serve you in this time. If you're afraid, if you're scared, talk to us. We want to encourage you. You are not alone, and it will be okay. That's my update for you today. If you have questions, feel free to comment them in the comments on this video. Feel free to send them in to us. We will respond as quick as possible. We're here to help. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.